What's going on, YouTube? It's Sendu for Flight Studios. This is my honest thoughts on the Power Rangers movie that just came out, 2017. Whatever you want to call it. And, well, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't boring. It was fun, I guess. A little better than I thought. But it had problems. I'm not gonna give it a hard time for not following the continuity or whatever, because I get it. It was trying to be its own thing, but at the same time, was it really its own thing? One of my biggest fears was that it would be just like every other superhero movie coming out. And to a somewhat degree, that was true. I'm gonna try not to go into spoilers, but there might be minor stuff you would have learned. Stuff that was known before the film came out, though. One thing I liked, Zordon Rita backstory. Rita, the former Green Ranger of Zordon's team when he was Red Ranger, and I kind of like that, giving those two actual agendas. Rita betrays the team in seek of power for the Zeo Crystal. We're already bringing Zeo. Wow. But once that's done, I'm gonna say, in that flashback, you do see 3 of the Ranger suits: the yellow, red, and green. The female green. But then, when they first revealed the suits, I didn't really like them. They kind of reminded me too much of like Iron Man, but they kind of grew on me. But turns out that wasn't a real complaint, because they don't show up till like over an hour and a half into the film. Yeah, kind of a slow start. People criticized the Turbo movie for that, for waiting so long to see a morph. I get what they were doing. It was supposed to be kind of built up, but still. Like, even when they do, the climax fight is Megazord, which was obvious, but they had the visors open that whole time, so really you don't get to see the team very much. But to get ahead of ourselves. So, first thing up, everyone, characters with the same name are big exaggerations of their previous token counterparts. Jason is now a football player and a bit of a delinquent. And then right off the bat, the movie had 2 masturbating jokes, both of which made me want to walk out of the theater. Jason and some nameless friend stole a bull, which I think was another school's mascot. That old prank. Jason's friend's like, "This bull should be calm. I just milked her." Just like, "It's a male bull." Fill in the blanks. That was cringeworthy. And then car chase, massive wreck. But Jason wrecks 3 cars at least, while running from the cops, and then they play it off as he's misunderstood. Not bad. Okay. Excuse to get them all in detention. 3 of them in detention, where they meet up. Any more than that is too much spoiler. So I didn't really like. Most of the Ranger characters were okay, kind of updated things, but I really didn't like Jason. Like, his tone just shifted so drastically. Like, less than halfway through, he's become very self-righteous and just constantly giving motivation speeches. And where did that come from? And also, there was this big concern about this early on. This criminal record now he has completely messed up his future. And that's never addressed again. Is his future just messed up and he's okay with that now? That was always kind of a thing. Well, not always, but there was always a bit of a undertone in the show that the Ranger life is interfering with their personal life. Fine. Not important, I guess. What else to say? I will say this, though. My mother, who I saw the movie with, she loved the film. Like, just straight up loved it. She wasn't a fan of the old TV show, so writing is iffy in my opinion. I've always somewhat been nitpicky with these superhero flicks. Most people just kind of enjoy the action, and like there is one scene where Billy, this new version of Billy, is special but super smart. He single-handedly finds the Zeo crystal, and then he's interrogated for it. But how the heck did Rita know he knew? Zordon is another thing. Zordon is now... Well, now he's in a wall instead of a tube, which is whatever. But he, like, at one point loses patience with the Rangers, and then... it's somewhat implied his motivations are more selfish, like he wants to use them to revive himself, but... that's not right. I don't know, that just didn't feel right. There's also, at one point in the film... I'm not going to go into details for those who want to see it, but it's supposed to be a big dramatic moment. Oh no, this happened, it's all tragic. But it is so painfully obvious that it's not going to play out that way, because if it did, it would be a huge waste, and it would be impossible for them to do anything that they've already shown them doing in the trailers. Oh no. And... the way it's all resolved is so painfully predictable. I could, like, hear people in the theater just mumbling it to themselves, oh, this is gonna happen, yep. And it happens exactly as they all predict. Other than that, not much. There's the climactics, which is... they do make some nods to the old show, like Zordon gives them the same 3 rules, except he says, never escalate a battle unless the enemy forces you, rather than straight up saying Rita. Although they break 2 of the 3 rules in the movie. Also, throughout the series, they are straight up saying their mission is to kill Rita. Like, just straight up using the word kill. Which is different. Alpha's there. He's different. The Rangers first meet him, and Jason threatens to kill him. Like, what? Excuse you, you snuck onto his ship. He's like, we will kill you. Then the movie also has a training montage, which is fun, I'll be honest. It's sort of them training to prep for being able to morph, or, their armor, they call it. Which, okay, they're being honest about that. It is just straight up armor. Ranger suits. They can't do it right away unless they bond or something. There's this bit of a training montage thingy where they are, like, fighting these putties. Simulated putties. Yep, they're still called putties, and they actually look like rock golems. Which is fine. You know, in Sentai they were called golems. Never mind. But they're training, they're bonding. That's all fine and dandy. Then... Rita abruptly shows up, being menacing looking. She looks kind of like, I don't even know, hollow. Oh, and Goldar's. Goldar doesn't talk. He's kind of like a molten monster, actually. The Megazord, which I still don't like the design of. It's not ugly, it's just, it looks like villain to me. But they do have some decent individual Zord fighting. The CG is pretty good. Heck of a lot better than those... Like, you ever seen the Kyoryuja movie? Yeah, never mind. And... well, I don't know. If you're really a diehard fan of the series, it's probably going to bother you more. There's some subtle nods here. There's a Spider-Man and Iron Man reference. Like, they straight up compare themselves to them at one point, and... a Transformers reference. Ooh, while in a Zord, you accidentally break a yellow car, say, sorry, Bumblebee. I've never seen the Michael Bay Transformer, so I don't know if there's more, but... if you want some meaningless rating, I'd give it a C+. It's fun, I guess. It's a fun movie to watch. It's not boring. It's not... there are some holes in the writing. 1 or 2 scene malfunctions. And with the exception of Jason, the characters are okay, although it's still just so weird hearing them with the same names. That's Billy Crenshaw, Jason Scott. It's never Jason Lee Scott, it's just always Jason Scott. But there's no martial arts. Like, none of them are martial artists. Like, Jason's an athlete. Trini and Zach have hiking experience. Kimberly was a former cheerleader, I believe, and yeah, when they get their powers, they all get super strong, and that was shown in the trailer. It happens once, sorta. They never really have much interactions at school, except for, 3. Jason's friend from the beginning of the movie just vanishes for the rest. So, I don't know. They do have Go-Go Power Rangers in it. Not the show version. Ironically, it's the one they used in the original movie. That was funny. A couple other song cues. I don't remember which exactly. So, like I said, C+. Not bad, not great, but it is what it is. And here's some minor spoilers, so you can stop here if you want. Okay, you missed your chance, so here it is. Something I predicted right off the bat. I was hoping they wouldn't do it, but they did. Final battle ends. Somewhat epilogue. Teacher announced a new member to... Oh, we have a new member of detention. Mr. Tommy Oliver. Sequel bait. Freaking sequel bait with Tommy. They don't show who plays Tommy. They show a green jacket on a chair. And then something blows up. Yeah. I knew it. I freaking knew they were going to use Tommy for sequel bait. Ugh. Oh well. So, like I said, people who didn't watch the show will probably enjoy it a lot. I know my mother really loved it. I don't regret seeing it. Probably not going to watch it again, but, well, it's better than Clash of the Red Rangers. I'll say that. Well, until then, you guys take it easy.